Thanksgiving season is back, which means food, family, and absolute chaos, and some people are taking that chaos to a whole different level. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the craziest and wildest Thanksgiving blow-up moments, and some of them are actually hilarious, so subscribe and let's get into it.
Sorry, since you up the macaroni and cheese, you're cleaning up all this by yourself. Junior, Dejana, nor me are going to help you clean up. We told you don't put that in the macaroni and cheese, but you insist on putting it. So since you want to do things your damn way, we're going to do that way. We getting ready to go upstairs and go to sleep while you clean up all this Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. We love you. But guess what? This ain't fair that we couldn't even get a decent thing of macaroni and cheese. We got to wait to go back to Goose for Auntie Karen to make us some damn macaroni and damn cheese. Because you decided to do some bullshit you done seen off the damn internet. Don't experiment on damn Thanksgiving. Don't experiment on Thanksgiving.
Mom,
you experiment by your damn self.
I've cooked with cream cheese before.
Hell, don't try it with us. We don't want that. Auntie Karen gave you the damn recipe, but you chose the shit on your own. Messed our shit up. Now get your...
If you cook, Thanksgiving should be some of your best hits for the year, and that's some real wisdom right there. Do not experiment on Thanksgiving ever.
So there is this thing known as kitchen sinking. This is the most toxic habit in a relationship, where a fight about one thing becomes a fight about everything. So we start fighting about where we're gonna go for Thanksgiving, and now I'm talking about like, I hate your mother, and you don't have enough money to go on like a vacation, and
4 years ago you did this one thing.
Exactly,
that
you did this
pissed me
one
off.
thing, and I'm still bitter about it. That's toxic. And in the middle of the conversation, it's okay to say that.
That is so powerful. I have started to do it a little now in my relationship. I used to say in the middle of an argument, you always, or you never. And I was like, you know what, that's not fair, because that's just generalizing. And I was in the middle of arguing with my husband. I was like, and you never, I'm sorry. No, I shouldn't have said that word. I stopped and apologized. I was like, I'm generalizing. That's not fair.
So let me ask you something. When you did that, when you apologized, did you feel powerful?
Oh, it felt so good.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We oftentimes get our most power, not from attacking the other person. We get our most power from being honest with ourselves.
It's pretty easy to get caught up in the past, but owning it in the middle of an argument really does shift the energy. Accountability will always be the better path in moments like this.
Am I the bad apple for making my cousin's wife cry? My cousin brought his new wife to our grandparents' house for Thanksgiving. This is the first time that we met her because they live in another state. They met and got married over quarantine. It was brought up that I changed jobs. I left my father's business for something that uses my degree. Everyone was congratulating me for finally having a foot in the door and starting my career. Then my cousin's wife out of nowhere says that I should have been more loyal to my father, that helping him is better and way more fulfilling than chasing after a career in my field. I looked her in the eye and said, thank you for that unsolicited opinion on my life. She got upset, but waited for someone to scold me, but no one did, so she got more upset. Then she tried to backpedal and said, well, I was just trying to be helpful. And I looked at her again and said, and I was just trying to tell you that you were rude. My cousin called me a jerk and said that I should know better than to be rude to someone who is just stating an opinion.
She already sounds like a problem if she's acting like this the first time you met. If you share your opinion, you need to be ready for that heat to just come full force. When it's about someone else's personal life, it's even worse. So, you know, that woman is definitely going to be tearing a whole family apart.
Okay, everybody, the elders have asked me to go over a few rules with you because they said one thing that we're not going to do is have any family drama. You have an alt against another family member and you can't get your feels together, don't come. What you say? No, we will not be sending any plates to those who choose not to come. That's what you get for not being able to put your feels in check. If you still choose to come, but you got a beef against one of your family members, the elders say grill it and eat it. One of your family members owe you money and they have not paid you, take it up in civil court, not at the Thanksgiving table. If your kid feel like they can talk to adults any kind of way, do not get mad when we check them and treat them like the child they are. Elders say that they are declaring martial law this year. They will be handing out butt whippings, tongue lashings, and cell phone revoktions. We will not be throwing no shade, we will not be sending no snotty text messages, and we will not be making no cryptic posts on the social media. Because funerals should not be the only place where families love on each other and hug on each other and support each other. We're going to have a good time this year, aren't we? So either you can come and eat your turkey and be thankful or stay your mad behind at the house.
These rules are golden and honestly pretty hilarious. I mean, what kind of Thanksgiving is that without a little family drama, right? You know, and a little awkward conversations at the table. You know, we've all had those before, but I know it's bad, but let's just, you know, be real and enjoy it.
Okay. So, here's what happened. Oh my God. The whole family was over, okay? We decided to host Thanksgiving dinner. I thought, let's be nice and host it this year. Okay? Everybody's over. Aunts, uncles, granny, my cousin Diamond, everybody.
Oh, Diamond.
Okay?
Diamond, I ain't seen Diamond in a minute.
Yeah, she brought her new husband.
God,
Okay?
man.
Diamond. So here's what happened. Everybody's in there cooking, and you know when everybody's cooking, everybody's having a good old time and everything. Long story short, Daryl asked a question. He did. I can't even remember what it was. It was something about the food. Like, can I eat before everybody else or something like that? I don't even know. Okay? And before I could answer him, my grandma, okay, pops off with, "No, D, go back in the living room."
You want me to tell him what happened? What I asked?
Okay.
I said, how can you have prime rib if you can't even afford prime cuts of beef?
That's what it
She
was.
got pissed.
That's what it was.
She lost it.
That's what it was. And I couldn't even answer first. And and Granny goes, "Get out of the kitchen, dip, and go back in the living room." I swear little horns came out of my head. Little horns came out of my head, didn't they, Daryl?
Yeah.
Because listen, she still owes me money. Okay, Granny has owed me money for a while now.
It is really about respecting your family and keeping the Thanksgiving tradition alive. It really is. It's a beautiful time of year for families to come together, and you don't need to ruin it with money talk. You know, you could have enjoyed the dinner and saved the conversation for another time.
People don't get access to you, your marriage, your kids, your vacation, or your holiday because of their blood, but because of their character. And especially when your kids are little, it's like, do I want the least healthy people that we would never allow to spend the holidays with our kids to spend the holidays with our kids? No, because they are more important than that. And our kids are going to get confused if we say, well, this is how we do life and how we treat each other and how we honor each other and how we celebrate the birth of Jesus at Christmas. And then we allow someone in the family to completely undermine everything we're trying to build in the kids. And it just causes confusion. And for some of you, it's why growing up, the holidays were the most anxious time. Parents had conflict and arguments, and there was tears and there was disagreement and there was tension. It's like, why do you want to turn a holiday into a negative anniversary and a painful memory?
That is an interesting take, but kids need to learn traditional values too, and spending time with their elders really does build character. Plus, growing up with the warmth of a close family around you is genuinely healthy.
He's a big boy. He knows what he said. What'd you say? You're right. Funny how? What? You're funny. You mean? So? Let me understand this, because maybe it's me. I'm a little funny, maybe. But I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown. I amuse you. I make you laugh. I'm here to amuse you.
You don't need to be salty about him moving on while you're still holding grudges. You should be thankful that they even invited you in the first place, even though you're no longer part of the direct family.
One of the most annoying things that happens when you go home for the holidays is when someone who's not your parent tries to parent you, or when your actual parent tries to parent you like you're still 16. Unfortunately, I've always had someone in my family trying to parent me when they're not my parent, and they simply just don't know who I am. But for some reason, I really just thought that was gonna wear off through time. I used to get yelled at about things that my parents literally didn't even care if I did or not, and I really thought that would go away in time, but it hasn't. So I just have to mentally prepare myself for it to happen again, because I know it will. I don't know if y'all grew up in a because I said so household or not, but there are some people who just want to be in charge to be in charge. And when I tell you, since I left the womb, no one has been able to tell me what to do, I really fucking mean that. I grew up in a really close family, so I feel like maybe that's part of it, but I don't know. I'm still learning how to create and enforce boundaries when it comes to family. I feel like I've gotten really good at it when it comes to other people in my life, but with family, I guess I'm still learning. I'm a lot better than I was, but I'm still learning. I also grew up in a family where the women are supposed to do everything no matter what. Even as a child, my cousins that were guys, did not have to help, at all. At every single family function, we were in the kitchen. So, that's whack. That's whack. Wow, saying that out loud, really did something to me. Okay, perfect. My light died. Guys, I'm gonna be early to work. Can you believe it? That means I have time to get coffee. Thank you.
Why would you enforce boundaries when an elder in your own family is just trying to give you some wisdom at the end of the day? I mean, you're going to be living your life anyways, so take it in a good mood and don't ruin everyone else's Thanksgiving with that girl boss attitude.
If you
If you had to ask people, I'd be curious if you poll people, like, what is the most high stress time or holiday that you can think of being around your family? Definitely Thanksgiving. Definitely Thanksgiving
over
because people
Christmas.
are, for sure. People are having everybody, like, not everybody, a lot of people in the US celebrate Thanksgiving. So this is like, regardless of your, religious, like this non-denominational holiday. So people are drinking, it gets really sloppy, people are like talking about inappropriate things. I think if you polled people, they'd say that Thanksgiving is more high stress, the most high stress.
So your Thanksgiving
high stress? How is being close to your family for one dinner stressful? We're social beings at the end of the day, and people need to be more grateful for those connections because a lot of people don't have those many connections. So what is truly stressful is how many people, take for granted.
All right, y'all, got another question. In lieu of what we know about Thanksgiving, what it actually represents, what it means, and what actually happened, why do you still celebrate Thanksgiving? Why is it still a holiday? You still celebrate Thanksgiving, even though you know the truth about it. Just asking.
Thanksgiving goes back long before America, and if you don't want to celebrate it, that's totally your choice. Totally no problem at all. But just because you're not into it doesn't mean everyone else has to conform and stop as well. So it's a day for families to come together, and you can celebrate it alone in a different way if you want.
They're wanting to do Thanksgiving at my house again this year. And I'll tell them we'll do it, but I ain't doing that big old turkey. We'll get it catered from Ray Zach's. Because they do a good turkey up there. And while I'm at it, I might get Kara Sue to do us a batch of dumplings. Hers are good. And I'll just get them to run up there and get her a chicken. And she owes me anyway. I'll tell you what, I do not need a homemaker's medal. I've proved my worth over the years. Well, these kids are wearing me out. And they're so ungrateful. If I asked any of them to bring a side, I bet they all bring cranberry sauce. And it'd probably be in a can, too. Of course, I like that. Sometimes that ocean spray stuff is better, But anyway, they're killing me, really. I mean, I'm liable to have an aneurysm in the next 6 months. These kids. But I'm grateful for my family. I'm thankful.
That's hilarious as an impression of everyone else is on. I mean, the fact that so many of us relate to this, really tells me that we all really had the same childhood, and we know this on enjoys Thanksgiving dinner the most.
Thanksgiving is coming in a couple weeks, which means families everywhere are about to walk into a gathering and accidentally open every issue they tried to ignore all year. The door barely closes and someone already is asking, so did you ever pay that person back? And boom, the holiday's ruined already. Now people are bringing up real problems. Who borrowed money? Who never returned it? Who still owes someone $50 from last Christmas? Someone is yelling because their stuff went missing the last time they visited. Someone else is yelling because they found out the family had a get-together last month and they never got invited. Across the room, a whole different fight is happening because someone removed someone else from the family group chat. Not muted, removed. Another person is mad about something someone posted online. Someone else is furious that they are always the one who shows up on time while everyone else strolls in 20 minutes late with nothing in their hands except opinions. Two people storm out. One says they're never coming back. Another says they refuse to apologize for something they absolutely did. Meanwhile, there is always one person sitting on the couch holding a plate of food and praying nobody says their name. Then suddenly someone yells, family photo, and every person who just was threatening to leave forever is now smiling like they live in perfect peace. 5 minutes later, the argument starts again. And then next year, everybody's going to walk back into the same gathering acting like they are shocked when the same chaos starts all over again.
And that's the spirit of Thanksgiving right there. We all know it's chaos, but we still do enjoy it because what is a family dinner without a little family drama? It's pretty entertaining.
You know, fair enough. Let's redo that skit and bump up the aggression. Feel free to take notes. Wow, whoever made this mac and cheese, it's so good.
Oh, I'm glad you like it, and I'm glad to see you're in a better mood today.
What the f is she doing here? I thought she wasn't invited.
Oh, come on now. I think we can all put that aside and sit down and have a nice Thanksgiving dinner, right?
No.
Oh my god!
I can't hear you. Can't hear you. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Get out.
Don't talk to me.
Get out. The dog does not want you here. I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Get out. Yow.
Is that really how you're going to treat your aunt? Oh my gosh.
Bleep, blop, bloop. Did someone just call the police already, please, for trespassing?
The cops cannot keep me from my rights.
I'm sorry, aren't you the one with big black letters that say back the blue on the back of your lifted Dodge Ram? Get the f out. Get the f out. Give me my jacket back.
I must say that.
No. Keep going. Keep all the way, girl.
Can I at least grab a to-go
No.
plate? Oh, fine. You know what? I'm gonna go,
Girl,
but
get
I'll
your-
tell you.
Should we go up a level, or? It was kind of hard fighting myself, but you get the idea.
Oh man, that is super on point. The uninvited guests are the best, and they honestly make family dinners pretty fun and entertaining. You know, you can agree to disagree, but it's pretty true.
It's awkward family meal time. It's November. Thanksgiving's coming, and you've been avoiding somebody since last Thanksgiving. If that's what your Thanksgiving dinner table looks like, here's something you can try. You might be already thinking about the arguments you're going to have and the case you're going to make and your comebacks for that conversation with that cousin or that niece or that uncle, right? But rather than that this year, rather than thinking of the arguments, maybe think of questions you can ask to be curious and learn a little bit more. Not so you can change their mind, not so they can change your mind, but so that you get a better understanding of who they are and you avoid all of that emotional tumult when you're going into the meal and during the meal itself. So this year, if you're already anticipating having one of those polarized conversations, maybe think of the questions you're going to ask to find out more about what this person thinks, even if it boils your blood. All right, everybody, let's live faith first.
Exactly. And even if you end up on some emotional debates, it's better to show a little affection than leave a meal in peace. It's not like you'll see them again until the next Thanksgiving anyway.
Just say something
What?
that you're thankful for. It's Thanksgiving. You can
I'm
just
not
say-
playing his game. Why are you taking his side?
I'm just trying to keep the peace. Let's just say something that you're thankful for.
Yeah, no, all right. Do I have to fold my hands and look up to the heavens and get on my knees?
It would be nice.
Please, God, like, oh, I'm grateful for. All right, yeah, no, okay, let's do it. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the food. I think it looks good. Walmart does a bang-up job. I love it. It looks so good. And I'm grateful for video games.
Well, now we all know who's not getting the invite back to the next Thanksgiving, but at least he made a wish, so he's trying his best apparently.
I have been unhappy in my relationship for a few months now, and I know it's time to end things. But it feels so mean to break up with someone right around the holidays. Should I hang on until New Year's or get it over with? Help. Weirdly, I think the holidays are a fabulous time to break up with someone. And anyone that's watching Daddy Gang, you will be breaking up with that person that you know you don't want to be with, and you will not be fucking dragging them through Thanksgiving and Christmas and making them give you gifts. And you getting them a gift. Because then they're going to be like, yo, you literally bought me that and you knew that you wanted to break up with me, but you still went to the store and bought me the gift. It's always better. And if your excuse to why you can't break up with someone during the holidays is because you already have plans and you already bought the tickets and everything. Nope. In your breakup speech, you could add, this is so hard to do this at this time of year because we have so many plans, but I just know that it would be more hurtful to go forward with these plans and to go to the Christmas light shows and to go to your family's dinner and to do all these things and give you these gifts and all of this when I know in my heart that I'm not in this anymore. And I can't do that to you. I can't do that to our relationship. Like, I have too much respect for you. Hopefully during the holidays, like, you can spend time with your family. I am really sorry, but like I needed to do this before all of these like family and emotional moments started to come up that are supposed to be really happy times. So yeah, I think it's a little selfish to stay with someone during the holidays.
It's never worth it to wait around in a failing relationship, and honestly, it's a lot better this way because they can be around family and friends during the holidays, so they won't feel alone, and it will help them heal.
Your family stuff, like your family's so perfect, your brother's a pervert.
Don't talk to me about the sexual habits of family members. What about your sister?
My sister's been through a lot.
Of dick.
Damn, he really cooked with that comeback there. It's always better to enjoy the chaos instead of being salty about it. But that concludes the video. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel to not miss content like this in the future, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay strong.